This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hey there, I'm Zach CRENSHAW with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Heads up for parents. Governor Ducey's ban on school mask mandates goes into effect this Wednesday. But keep in mind, a lot can happen before then. There is still no ruling on the lawsuit challenging that mask mandate ban. And regardless, Scottsdale Unified says they're going to strongly recommend their students continue to mask up. Now to the border crisis. The crossing at Del Rio, Texas, once again opened today following the clearance of that massive migrant camp under a bridge. Thousands of displaced Haitians are waking up this morning in limbo. The Department of Homeland Security says more than 8,000 people who are camping there have returned to Mexico or Haiti. Mexican authorities offering some options for those staying in their country, as well as flights and buses for people to head further south. 17,000 folks who crossed there in recent weeks are now in the United States, many still being processed and facing possible immediate expulsion under the new COVID-related protocol. Today marks 7 years since the unfolding of one of the most well-known tragedies in Mexico, the kidnapping and disappearing of 43 students from a teaching college in the Mexican state of Guerrero back on September 26, 2014. And so far, authorities have identified the remains of only 2 of those students. The current government has vowed to reinvestigate the September incident. Congress needs to act fast. A showdown over the debt ceiling and a possible government shutdown is looming this upcoming Friday. On October 1st, midnight is when the government runs out of funding unless Congress acts. Adding fuel to the fire is a massive $1 trillion spending bill heading to the House floor and sparking some fears that it will be used as leverage. And the risk of the shutdown in the middle of the pandemic, well, the White House says it's hopeful the scenario can be avoided.
The fact is, shutdowns are incredibly costly, disruptive, and damaging.
Despite the hope that it can be avoided, the Office of Management and Budget has issued agency contingency plans and detailed instructions to prepare for a government shutdown. Meanwhile, Dr. Fauci warns this pandemic is, quote, the worst time for a government shutdown. Heads up, travelers, the SkyTrain to Sky Harbor is shut down overnight for most of this week. That's until Thursday. This will last between 10 at night until 5 in the morning. In the meantime, you'll need to ride a shuttle bus from the 44th Street station and East Economy parking lots to the terminals. Currently, there's no exact date on when the expansion will be open. The chances are 1 in 67 million, but an 11-year-old boy defied the odds and scored not 1, but 2 hole-in-ones over the weekend. Jake Martinez from Tucson competed at the Palm Springs Open U.S. Kids Tournament and completed a task most golfers wait a lifetime for. Jake's father was his caddy and had a front row seat to the amazing perfect shots.
The first one he hit was a no-doubter, is what I call it. It was never off the pin. The second one he hit was pretty much a carbon copy, almost the same yardage. It was the same club and followed the same path.
You know, Jake didn't win the tournament, but he had a reason to celebrate. And of all the kids there, he has got some stories that he will be telling on the links his entire life. And finally, after that oppressive summer heat, well, the animals enjoying this cool down as much as we are. The Phoenix Zoo sharing this photo of one of their lions in the overcast, cool Sunday.
Very active weather day across the state as the rain has been coming and going. Most spots in the valley about 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch, with a few spots hitting that 1/2 inch mark. And then up in the higher country, we've been seeing anywhere from 1/2 inch to 1 inch of rain. When we take a look at futurecasts, we're going to continue to see our showers kind of coming and going as the system is slowly exiting to our northeast, which means scattered showers are expected across the state all day on Monday and lingering into Tuesday. So when we are talking about the planner for tomorrow, 71 to start off. We should see temperatures in the 80s, low 80s, which will keep us well below where we should be for this time of year. Across the state, 95 for Bullhead City tomorrow, 63 for Payson, 64 for Show Low, and we'll see that for Flagstaff as well. So continuing chances for showers as we head into our Tuesday. We'll dry things out on our Wednesday and then bring in that next storm as we head into our Thursday afternoon.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.